Hey everyone, finish watching the next episode of Power Rangers RPM Brothers Keeper. Fun fact, according to the toys, the RPM of Power Rangers RPM stands for Racing Performance Machines. Kinda weird, considering racing has pretty much nothing to do with any story or character featured in RPM. This episode is the only one so far where racing is a thing at all, and it's just something the Rangers are doing for fun at the beginning of the episode. The Rangers' fun is interrupted by an attack by Tenaya 7 and a new attack bot. After an intense battle, the villains retreat. Dylan doesn't realize he's had a device planted on the back of his neck. Later that night, alarms sound. The Rangers find Dylan in a trance, sabotaging the city shields. Scott finds the device on his neck, and Summer manages to kick it off. Dylan comes to his senses without memory of what happened. Dr. K analyzes Dylan and finds that the device accelerated the virus, causing his robot half to overtake him. The Rangers come up with a plan to help him involving capturing the new attack bot and removing its circuit board. Dylan has his own plan. He prepares to leave on his own. Scott orders him not to go, and Dylan reveals he emptied his car's gas tank. Scott then handcuffs himself to Dylan. Dylan threatens to leave anyway, but decides to listen to Scott. Scott asks Ziggy for the key to the handcuffs, but he swallowed it. Dr. K tricks Venjix into thinking Dylan is disrupting the shields again. The Rangers go out to stop the latest army of grinders. Ziggy attempts to get the circuit board from the attack bot. Scott and Dylan join the battle, despite still being chained together. They morph and break the chain. They defeat the attack bot, but Venjix makes it grow. They use the Megazord to defeat it once again, and luckily the circuit board survives. At the base, the Rangers attempt to use it to reverse Dylan's robotic virus, but it requires a password code. Dylan turns on the Rangers again, but Dr. K successfully reverses the virus. The Rangers wonder how she did it, and she bluntly states that she knows the code because she's the one who programmed Venjix. This is yet another stellar episode. The action is fun and creative, with great interaction between the Rangers. Scott and Dylan get some great moments, especially when chained together. The villain's plan is smart and requires some clever thinking on the Rangers' side to combat it. I thought Scott and Dylan being chained together would be more of a conflict, but they're just able to break the chain when things get dire enough. This episode introduces Kay's puppy slippers. Nothing to analyze about that, it's just a funny quirk. Another thing with Kay this episode is the Rangers getting fed up with how she addresses them. She doesn't call the Rangers by name, only by their Ranger designations. The ending is a perfect cap to everything. Most of the episode is pretty fun, but then Dr. K drops the bombshell on everyone that she's responsible for Venjix. It made me remember some past Disney seasons that dropped the ball when it came to reveals, Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder being the most egregious. The Thunder Rangers just unmorphing for no reason other than the Wind Rangers had to know who they were at that point for the plot to continue, and Trent just blurting out that he'd been the White Ranger to Kira, and Elsa transforming in front of Tommy completely by chance. By comparison, Dr. K's reveal works so much better because tension has been building for a few episodes now, and Dr. K is in a corner. She's left with no choice but to say something. It's in character for her to be direct. Some of RPM's best moments feel like commentary on the past Disney seasons. I'm sure this opinion is going to make me a lot of friends. RPM only continues to improve with each episode, and it was easily the best Disney had produced from the start. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
What's with the slippers?